What is going on in that Dolphins locker room that keeps you guys fighting every single game?
Us, man. It's about us. It's a brotherhood. We bleed, we sweat together, we cry together. And we always got each other back. And that's what we do every time we take the field. Practice, Sunday to Sunday. That's what we do. Okay. On the dark side, you get caught.
To offer Baker Mayfield 4.84 40, right around where I thought he would be athletically. I actually thought that he would be sub 4.8 though, but nonetheless, I know what athleticism he has. 6'1", 215, a little bit bigger than what I thought. So that's good for Baker Mayfield to check in at right around 6 feet. Technically, he was like 6 foot and 3/4 or so, but I just rounded it up to 6'1", a lot taller than I gave him credit for. So Baker Mayfield, man, he was impressive. After Josh Allen, I walked away saying, damn, Baker Mayfield was impressive. And he threw the football with a lot more zip. And I think that was the consensus from everyone was, damn, he threw it a lot better and with a lot more zip. I thought he didn't have the type of arm strength that was going to shine with the rest of these guys. Man, Baker Mayfield was putting some zip on the foot. That dig route, he was zinging them in there. Those outbreaking routes, he was zinging them in there, man. There was a little sauce to go on those throws from Baker Mayfield. Really impressed and thought he helped himself today for sure. Josh Rosen, he did what I expected him to do. He checked off all the boxes. 6'4", 226. That's great size for him. The footwork, the mechanics, no one's going to beat him in the mechanics game, okay? His footwork, his technique, transfer of weight, all of those things, flawless. He's a prodigy. He's been doing this since he was wee bit tall. And so the guy has all of those things down to a science. I thought he threw it well. They talked about the flatness of some of his balls and the lack of trajectory on some of his passes. I saw a little bit of that, but I don't pay that any attention because on tape, I saw plenty of trajectory on passes that needed to have it. And even the passes that they were talking about being flat, they still got to the target in a great location. I thought that he was one of the few players that on the fade ball up the seam that they were trying to make it tough on the receivers to catch it on the outside shoulder. He was the only one that dropped it right in the bucket over the outside shoulder. Josh Rosen, for me, I've said this a number of times. I'm going to continue to say this all draft process long. If you can protect Josh Rosen and you can, with as much certainty as you can gather, know that he loves football and you can protect him. He's the best quarterback in terms of throwing a football in this draft class. So he didn't do anything to dispel that. Allen ran a 4.75 40, which is right in line with Carson Wentz, which is right in line with what I thought he was going to do. I told you, you're talking about a height, weight, speed type of quarterback, a guy that, when you're talking measurables, it's going to be hard to top Josh Allen. He showed off the arm strength with about a 70-yard pass when they were running basically the 9 routes down the sidelines, which is ridiculous. I thought he was outstanding. You know, I thought Josh Allen was outstanding. And again, you know how I feel about Josh Allen. I'm a little biased, so I'm not going to act as if I'm not a little biased because I am. But, you know, I won't sugarcoat it. If he would have come out and stunk it up, I would have said so. And he was outstanding. And I thought he came out and he showed a lot of people why. Yeah, the completion percentage wasn't the greatest at Wyoming, but if you get me, you coach me up, you got something here that you can't teach these other guys. I got all the stuff that you want in a quarterback. All you got to do is draft me. And so, to me, he pushed the ball into the court of all of those teams in the top 10 that need a quarterback. He said, hey, I'm here. And I think he's going to do the same exact thing in his pro day. Again, at the pro day, he's going to be a little bit more scrutinized because then they're going to be looking for accuracy. You don't care about accuracy because you're not throwing to your guys. It's not scripted. Obviously, it's a little bit different. Your pro day, it's your day. You script it with your guys. So you're in your comfort zone. Everything's supposed to go exactly the way you want it to go. So you're looking for a high completion percentage. that's where he's going to have to show the scouts, I can be accurate with the football, but the arm strength was never questioned, and he showed that off. And I actually thought he was pretty accurate for most of the day as well. I said I was going to mention Lamar Jackson once more. Really up and down day for him. I just thought he put too much pressure on himself. But he made the right decision. He is a quarterback, and he does have a unique skill set, and I think he will be fine at the next level. But that's all the time I got for you today.